Vegan French toast recipe, a nostalgic twist from my childhood. Today we are using the food processor to make French toast. We have 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg here. You also are going to need some maple syrup and some vanilla extract, and 1 whole banana. Also 2 cups of plant-based milk. And if you're transitioning, don't be afraid to use half plant-based milk and half whole milk. You just need 2 cups for the single recipe, but I'm doubling this recipe, so I'm going to use 4 cups. And which way do you peel your banana? Do you know starting from this end allows you to use this as a tail to hold your banana while you eat it? Well, we're not eating it like that. We're going to throw this thing right in the food processor. And that humming you hear is my daughter making almond milk right across the way from me. Now you could do this in a blender, but you're going to add all the ingredients in together. Everything. And it was at this point when I banged that bowl against the inner workings of that food processor that I think I knocked it loose. Vanilla extract, a whole teaspoon if you're doubling it. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. That'll be 4 tablespoons if you're doubling it. And I forgot I was doubling this recipe, so I have a whole banana instead of a half a banana. So I added 2 more cups of plant-based milk, and I'm gonna double the spices. So that will be 6 tablespoons of flour, 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1 whole teaspoon of vanilla and nutmeg. So this happened, so I'm gonna move to the Vitamix. I guess I can't do this in my food processor. I thought I was gonna be able to use my food processor because my daughter was using the Vitamix for the almond milk, but I need to use the blender. So we cleaned this up and moved to the blender. So I have moved over to the Vitamix, and I'm adding the 2 cups of milk that I lost in the blooper. I don't usually record those, so y'all got a bonus. Let me just say, I'm thankful that you returned to my channel, giving me the opportunity to share this childhood recipe. It brings back so many nostalgic memories for me, and I'm sure it brought back some for you. As someone who grew up in the Gen X era, this recipe, French toast, was a staple for weekends in my home. Fire up the griddle. I'm also sure that many of you can relate. Lately, I've been transitioning back to a vegan lifestyle, and I've been craving these nostalgic flavors. So you know I can't give up the butter, the real butter. I do use plant-based butter. However, I ran out, so I just used the regular butter that we had in the fridge. So today I'm showing you how I recreated one of my childhood favorite recipes with a plant-based twist. Growing up as a Gen X kid, breakfast on the weekend was a whole big event. I'm going to be using Texas Toast by Kroger, thick cut. Take your first piece of bread, dunk it in there, turn it over, get the other side, sure it's all coated, and right onto the pan. And keep this process going until you get your griddle filled. My family loved French toast, the amazing aroma of the cinnamon all through the house, and the vanilla always filled the kitchen with bliss. It's one of those meals that make me think about Saturday morning breakfast and cartoons and just the whole laid back vibe on the weekend. Enjoy this French toast recipe with your family. This was Lady Empress.